Hi and welcome everyone to another video on my channel. My name is Denis and today I'm gonna show you my team selection for Gaming 34 of Fantasy Premier League. And as usual, if you enjoy this type of content, please consider leaving a like, hit that subscribe button. But now let's get into it. Okay, so shortly before showing you how my team is currently lining up for Gaming 34, I just want to go through a little bit to see how my team did in Double Gaming 33. Now I'm really happy, honestly, at the moment. It was a really crazy gaming, but I'm on a big green arrow. As you can see, I'm just inside the top 2k, which is amazing at this point of the season. Now firstly, I want to talk a little bit about the bench boost because this was the chip I used in Double Gaming 33. As you can see from the screen, this is how it performed. Martinez was my goalkeeper with 4 points from 2 games, so I'm gonna take that. Now, obviously, my two players, Isaac and Livramento, I didn't expect a lot of points from them because they had just a single gaming. But man, yeah, the outcome was really bad from them. Livramento with 0 points and Isaac with 2 points. So yeah, Aston Villa really destroyed Newcastle in that game. But thankfully for me and maybe a little bit lucky, Konate saved my bench boost with 9 points. So he got a clean sheet. He got all the 3 bonus points. So overall, after I saw how bad the bench boosts were this gaming for a lot of people, I'm really happy with mine. As you can see, in total 15 points. I think that's a decent bench boost. It's not something amazing to brag about, but thankfully I have at least more than 10 points on my bench boost, which is great. Now, if we talk a little bit about the players from the starting lineup, as you can see, the defense was amazing this gaming. Raya with 2 fixtures, he got a clean sheet and he got just 1 point yesterday against Crystal Palace. So Arsenal got just one clean sheet. Now the hero from Arsenal is no one else than Kivior. He scored yesterday, so yeah, really lucky. Maybe obviously, if you gone for Saliba, I think that's a little bit unlucky for you too. But Kivior with 13 points, he really helped my big green arrow with a clean sheet with a goal. Yeah, that's just great. Guardiol with a clean sheet, 7 points in total. Munoz a little bit better than last game week with 0 points. Now he had 6, which is okay. But in terms of, if we talk a little bit about the midfield, uh, this was horrible to be honest with you. So let's start with Savinho. So as I predicted, I thought always that Savinho is gonna start at least one game in the double for Manchester City. I just hope that he could get something, but still he got 3 points, so I can't really complain. Now other midfielders from Manchester City really got a lot of points. Um, and also Bukayo Saka got just 2 points, so I can't really complain with Savinho getting three. Bukayo Saka with just two. He started against Ipswich, which was really unlucky for the owners and for the captainers because he should have got a lot more returns in that game. Now, this was a really bad transfer. The outcome, I mean, was really bad from Bukayo Saka because probably he's not gonna be in my team for a lot of time, and I just bought him for the double gaming. He scored just 2 points, but honestly, if you told me before that Saka is gonna start against Ipswich and play some minutes against Crystal Palace, I would 100% just bought him. So yeah, I think that the decision was okay to buy him. Now, obviously, the minutes risk were there. We knew that he was never going to play both games 90 minutes. But yeah, it is what it is. My other midfielders, Sar with just 3 points, benched against Arsenal in the last game week, and Mohamed Salah blanked again with just 3 points. He was a little bit unlucky to not get some attacking returns. And also, my only midfielder who did something was Rogers, finally against Newcastle. So, yeah, 7 points in total. That's great. My captain blanked. Now, I'm not so sad or frustrated about this because all the good captaincy options blanked this gaming. So, yeah, I can't really complain. Now, Marmoush had some chances to score, or to get some points. He got 8 points in total. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the appearance points at this point. And Mateta, a little help from him yesterday. He was on the bench. He came in and he scored against Arsenal. So yeah, he got all the three bonus points. He got 10 points this gaming. So uh, after all, Mateta was a decent pick for this double gaming, as I thought before. But obviously the minutes risks were there. So yeah, mm, overall really happy with my performance. Could have been better, of course, could have been worse for sure, but overall I'm inside 2000k. I'm really happy. But now let's see how my team is looking for gaming 34. Now if we move to my team selection for blank gaming 34, as you may know, I'm currently using my free hit. So my free hit chip is active for blank gaming 34 because, as you saw before, I had a lot of double gaming players. So yeah, it's impossible for me to navigate through gaming 34 without using my feed. Now what I tried to do here, and what I would suggest you to try to do also, is to try to narrow, if you're using your feed, obviously, to try to narrow down to those core players you want for sure in your free team, and then just add those differentials, those players you're not really so sure about. So as you can see from my team selection, I'm pretty much sure these 7 players are gonna be on my actual free, because what you want to do with your free is, obviously, you want to try to go a little bit different, because let's just say I have Livramento in my team. So on my feet I want to go a little bit different. I just want to go for Trippier now, not just because he's more expensive, but I really think that he could be a great option for 1 week only. And yeah, obviously it really depends if you're chasing rank or if you try to maintain it a little bit. Maybe like myself, I'm inside to 1000k, so I'm really happy with my rank now. Obviously I want to climb more. If I can get to that 1000, that would be amazing. But yeah, it really depends how different you want to go. Now let's talk a little bit about the players. Ignore the bench players because they could really be anyone. About my goalkeeper Leno from Fulham, I'm pretty much sure he's gonna remain my goalkeeper. Now we have other options, as you can see from the bench. Sales from Nottingham Forest. You could go for Sanchez from Chelsea, although you don't know if they are gonna rotate. Never 100%. Uh, you could go for the goalkeeper from Wolverhampton, but why I picked Leno is because he usually makes a lot of saves. Obviously, the fixture is great against Southampton away. Now, I'm not 100% sure Fulham are gonna keep this clean sheet, but honestly, I'm not 100% sure for any team, for Wolverhampton, for Newcastle. So I just think that with the save points possibility, and with the big chance of still getting a clean sheet against Southampton, Leno is the best pick for my team in particular. Now with the defenders, two are pretty much locked in. Probably they are gonna be in my starting 11. Anuary against Leicester at home, the most attacking defender from Wolverhampton, no doubt about that. Yeah, no need really to talk too much about Anuary. He's gonna be in a lot of free teams. Now from Newcastle, I want to go for a defender because there is that possibility to go for three Newcastle midfielders and forwards, but I just don't want to do that. I still want some cover from Newcastle. And as I said on my free video, yeah, Trippier is a little bit more expensive. He's on set pieces. I just want to go for him to be a little bit different. Now, obviously, if any news are gonna come in from the press conferences today and tomorrow from all these teams, I could change a little bit my fleet. Obviously, if there's gonna be some risk with Trippier, I'm just gonna buy someone like Shar if he's fit, or Livramento if not. Now we're gonna see in a minute which are the players with the question mark on their head, so don't worry too much about that. Now in midfield, 100% Mohamed Salah is gonna be in my team. He's gonna be my captain. The fixture is great. Liverpool just need a draw to win the Premier League title against Tottenham at home. Now I think that they are gonna go to win that game, obviously. And also Spurs are not really interested so much in the Premier League. They are gonna rotate a little bit because of the Europa League semi-finals, so they will focus um on that game. Now, obviously, my second midfielder is maybe a more controversial one. I understand. If you don't think that Palmer is a good option, I understand. I had him in my team for a lot of time. He was really frustrating. I sold him for Saka in double gaming 33. But now on my free, I just think that a lot of people are selling him is a little bit of a differential now. Obviously, some people are still gonna buy him on their fleets, but at this point in my rank, not a lot of people have Cole Palmer, and I just think that's a great opportunity to try to go a little bit different, to try to catch some rank because Palmer is a player we know he can do a lot of damage, he can score double-digit goals. He's playing at home against Everton. Now, don't get me wrong, the fixture is not great. Everton are really defending really good at the moment, are one of the best defenses in the Premier League, but he's still on penalties, on set pieces, and yeah, last time Palmer scored a hat trick, it was against Everton, if you want to take that into account. Now, yeah, I think that he's gonna be in my fleet. Now, it's not 100% sure, just like Mohamed Salah, but it's pretty much 90%. And with the forwards, again, Isaac, 100%, he's gonna be in my fleet. I don't really care that he's not playing amazingly at the moment. He's not getting a lot of points. He's playing against Ipswich at home. He's gonna start. He's on penalties. He's the forward for Newcastle, who are a great team attacking wise at the moment. And I'm not willing to lose Isak on my feet. I think that there are a lot of forwards, but Isak is not the player I want to lose here. Now, my last player here is Cunha. Again, depending on the press conferences or if we get any news about Bellegarde, uh, Cunha is gonna be in my team or not. Now, if we have positive news, Cunha is gonna be in my team because he's on penalties again. The fixture is just great with against Leicester at home. Cunha is the main man for Wolverhampton. I know that Strand Larsen has a little bit more expected goals, so he has more goal threat than Cunha. But when Cunha is getting an assist, when he's getting a goal, he's getting all the bonus points. That's what I really like about Cunha, because let's say he's gonna score a goal, so that's 4 points, 6 points in total. You're looking at a 9 pointer, so you don't really need too much from Cunha for him to get a big score. So these are the players who are pretty much locked in my free draft for Gaming 34. Now let's see um, which are my other options. Now, real short, before showing you my final players on my team selection, I just wanted to take a look at my options for Gaming 34. Now, obviously, this is not just for the free hitters. If you're not on your free hit and you want to buy some good players, this list is pretty good also. But these are the remaining options for me, and I need to choose from these players. Obviously, I could play a 3-4-3. My current preference is to try to play 3-5-2 with five midfielders, but obviously I could easily change that. So these are the main players I'm looking at: Belmo, Barnes, Luis Diaz, Clivert, Strand Larsen, Wood, Robinson, Trent, Cucurella. Now you see here a lot of midfielders, forwards and defenders. You have their expected goals and assists in the last 10 games, the predicted points for Gaming 34, and the fixture for Gaming 34. Now it's simple. If you want to look just at the statistics, you just pick Barnes, Luis Diaz, and Strand Larsen because they are predicted to score the most points, but obviously it didn't really work that way. So it really depends. Maybe you want to target the fixture. So there are a lot of things to take into consideration. The player I really like from this list is Umbeumo. Now, obviously, I think that he's a great player in general, not on a free maybe. So maybe I'm gonna take a risk and not go with him on my free. But I think that it's great. Nottingham Forest conceded a lot of chances against Spurs in Gaming 33. So yeah, Belmo is on penalties, on set pieces, plays 90 minutes every gaming. I think that he's great. He has really good statistics. Now, the best statistics on this list regarding goal threat are for Harvey Barnes. So Barnes, again, a really tempting option. I think that he's gonna be my differential for. I mean, if you can call him a differential, because a lot of people are gonna buy him. I just think that he's a better pick than Murphy and Gordon. Now, obviously, again, depending on the press conferences, we need to see any one of these three players could be benched. So if you don't want to take any risk, maybe just don't go for an Newcastle midfielder. But as you can see, he has zero point 0.5 goal threat, expected goals. Sorry, he's predicted to score a lot of points, and he's playing against Ipswich at home. So we pretty much have all the positives with Harvey Barnes. Luis Diaz, another player I'm really interested in. I think that he is gonna play against Spurs. I think that Liverpool are gonna play the strongest lineup against Spurs to win the title, and I think that Luis Diaz is a part of that. Now, that's pretty much it. I could go for someone like Diogo Jota, but I just think that if Luis Diaz starts, he gets usually more minutes than Jota. Now, we have another midfielder, Kluivert. So from these four midfielders, I kind of need to pick at least two or maybe three, depending on which formation I'm gonna play. Kluivert is the safe option. They are gonna play against Man United. Man United really are not interested in this game. They are gonna play some kids. They are gonna focus on the Europa League semi-final. So Kluivert is the safe pick here if I want to protect my rank. But if I want to go a little bit different, I'm just not gonna go with him. Now, if I want to pick another forward, obviously I forgot to include in this list Welbeck. Now, obviously, I think that Welbeck is a great option. He's on penalties because Joao Pedro is gonna be out. He's gonna play as a number 9 against West Ham at home. Now, my only concern is that West Ham are not defending that bad at the moment. They are not really conceding a lot of goals, but definitely Welbeck should be on this list, and I think that he's a great pick on the free, especially. The other forwards I'm considering, honestly, my top forward I'm considering at the moment is Strand Larson because his statistics are amazing. As you can see, he's predicted to score 5.3 points. So a double up of Cunha and Strand Larson could be great. Now, if Cunha is not looking like he's gonna start, I'm just gonna go for Strand Larson. But yeah, the last forward I'm considering is Wood because I think that he could be a great option. He's on penalties. He plays against Brentford at home, so the fixture is not something like Southampton or Leicester at home, but it's Brentford, which is a team who are conceding a lot of chances. And Wood, we know pretty much he's the main man from Nottingham Forest. He's back. Yeah, he's really good for bonus points. Also, I think that he's just great. And with my defenders, I just need to pick one because honestly, I'm just gonna play with three defenders on my feet. That's not a secret. Now let's see what Arne Slot is gonna say about Trent Alexander-Arnold because he could be a great option. He could be a great punt, a really spicy one. His statistics were not great, as you can see from the screen, but we know what Trent Alexander can do. He just scored against Leicester in the last game for Liverpool. Yeah, I wouldn't go for Bradley. I think that the chances for a clean sheet are not amazing, but are okay for Liverpool to keep a clean sheet now that they just need a draw to win the Premier League title. And also, the attacking potential is there for Trent Alexander Arnold. Realistically, my pick is gonna be Robinson. His statistics were not great in the last 10 games. Now he has a lot of assists this season, which were maybe a little bit lucky sometimes, but the fixture is okay against Southampton. The only question is, I if I want to double up on that Fulham defense against Southampton, if I really think they are gonna keep that clean sheet, then I'm just gonna go for Robinson. And the last pick is Cucurella, who is a good pick, I think. He has some goal threat. He scored some goals recently. The fixture is great, I think, against Everton at home because although Everton are a really good defense, they are not attacking amazingly at the moment. So I can see a clean sheet for Chelsea, and Chelsea themselves are defending a little bit better at the moment. So yeah, but let's see which is my final team selection. Okay guys, so this is how my team is finally lining up for Blank Gaming 34. Now, it's not so different from my free draft I made this week. That's because we didn't had any press conferences yet. I'm sure 80% that we're gonna get some news, and probably I'm gonna change this team a little bit. Now, if you want to see my final free draft for Gaming 34, obviously it's gonna be on my deadline stream if you wanna join me. Now, Robinson is my defender. I've gone with Mbeumo, Luis Diaz, Barnes, the players I spoke before. I think that they are great. Mbeumo a little bit to try to protect my rank. Now I need to decide. A lot of things can change. I would be tempted to play Sessegnon instead of Robinson because we know that he's playing as a right winger, as a winger. Sorry, so uh, he could have a lot more upside. Now it really depends if I want to play it safe or not. But we have a lot of decisions to make for Gaming 34, so yeah, this was my team selection. I don't know if if this team is gonna remain the same 100% for the next 2 or 3 days, but I'm gonna let you know about my changes. And again, thank you so much for watching my video this long. It really means a lot. If you enjoy this type of content, please consider leaving a like, hit that subscribe button if you're new, and I'm gonna see you next time. Bye.